Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Tortoise. It's a British Tier 9 tank destroyer and it's located on the south spawn of Karelia. In fact, it's I think the assault spawn of Karelia under the command of YoMamas. Now, 1 mark on the barrel, unusual camouflage scheme, and battle is about to commence. Okay, 10 minutes to capture the cap or kill all of the enemy tanks. Now, YoMamas is driving the Tortoise. There's 3 guns for the Tortoise. He's carrying the top one, which is the 120mm. You can either have the 32 pounder or the 20 pounder, but the 120mm will do 259mm of armor and does 400 alpha. So it's a pretty meaty gun. In fact, actually, this is really an assault tank. It's designed to knock down bunkers and concrete emplacements, but it's also to get up close to the enemy and in their face, and to do that it actually has really heavy armour. Now, they ordered 25 of these, but they only ever manufactured 5 of them, and one of them is at the Tank Museum, and if you ever get the chance to see it, I mean, it really is absolutely massive. Even those tracks are really wide, and you suddenly understand why they didn't manufacture more of these. And the reason is there's very few places it can go without coming across an obstacle which it can't cross, such as a bridge. It's too narrow for it. It really is that wide, but it does have an absolutely fabulous gun. Now, there are a couple of weak spots. We're looking at one of them. It's a slight machine gun port there, and there's also a little turret at the back, and that's where the loader sits. And if you take out that turret, then the loader's going to have a bad day. Well, didn't get through that armour there. Was he 120? Should be able to get through here. Yep, 437. It's a high roll. No, didn't get that one through, which is odd. Should be able to go straight through that one, but 110. Going for the cupola, and again didn't get it. Reload speed's quite good, isn't it? 6 seconds, which is very fast. Now that one went through nicely. Another couple of shots like that, and he's going to be in trouble. And yes, he got it in. Now he's a 1-shot, I think. Well, if they can get another round in, 2-shot maybe. Goes to the cupola, and he actually took a round in the tracks there. Get the cupola. Yes, this time he did. 393. It's a low roll, but again he took another bit of damage, actually, for 39 hit points. Very low roll. And in fact, actually, the enemy was firing HE at him. That's why it was a low roll. Nope, didn't get that one through. Now there's the Scorpion, the uncamouflaged Scorpion. A nice round into him. Can he get another one in before he cracks? Yes! Well, he didn't get the kill, actually. Funnily enough, somebody else did. It went down to the Conqueror. But there's a whole bunch of tanks that you can take on here. So Yak Tiger, a Wizzy 120. Well, now that's the Chinese, Chinese version, you might say, but it's slightly lower tier. Oh, took a round for 110 from the 1110, and that was an HE round again, and that was an Arty round right into the side, and you can see it hit the loader's hatch. Unfortunately, so he's had to use his first aid kit and his repair kit. Ah, it's a good round. Bounced around for 110, for 530 from the 110 rather. Doesn't want to push forward just yet, but he's going to watch out for another Arty round very soon. I'm sure that Arty is angling for another shot. And our own Arty is actually being helpful. Boy, here comes the T-25 pilot. Not good when you get an enemy behind you as well. But he's taken out the T-110 now. Oh, sorry, T-110, the 110. Now he can move forward, and that Wizzy 120 has given up fighting on this corner. He's actually gone into the centre. There's a rock there, and a T30's turned up. He's put it round into the AMX 5100. Now the T30, he's probably got the 155mm gun, which is capable of 750 alpha, so we really need to make sure that he's out the game. He's also a tier 9 tank destroyer, but an American one. Looks more like a T29 than T30. He's obviously got a very long reload. And of course he was stunned. Now he's going to try for a shot, I think. No, he's still stunned. Here comes the Jag Tiger. Nice round. 442, he's a one shot. We bounced around from him for 560. Now it's 4 minutes 26 seconds to go. The Jag Tiger's down. The scores are neck and neck. But we've got tanks near the enemy cap area, and now we're pushing forward. That was the Arty again, 79 hit points. We get a good round into the T30, low roll, but it's now made him vulnerable. He's not a one shot, now he's a one shot. Just took some damage from somebody else. If only we can get round the corner or cut the corner. We need to get round the corner because he's backing away every time we try and do the other way round. That's it, he's gone. Now we've got a one tank advantage. The enemy's still got 3 heavy tanks out there, but I think one of them is very badly injured. Well, we've got somebody in the cap at the moment. It's the SU-101. Skoda T50's running interference. Nerva's trying to make his way back to the cap, but it's a long drive, a slow drive, and this is one of the bad things about the Tortoise. It's so heavy, it can only go forward at 20 kilometers an hour forwards, 10 kilometers an hour backwards. And the SU-101 has only got 78 hit points left, so he's going to be very vulnerable. But it looks like the enemy is sort of like being held back. Even though, oh, there's the M53. We get one round into him, but he does get a shotgun off on the SU-101, and second shot takes out the M53, M55. He did get a reset. I think he splashed the SU-101 because he's only got 47 hit points left. He had 78, but now 47, so he obviously didn't get a direct hit, because if he had that M55, because it was the one with the 8-inch howitzer, I would have wiped him out with one easy shot. Probably because he fired on the move. YoMamas has got 3 kills, and he's only got 225 hit points left himself. Still firing standard ammo. Oh, now there's the Scorpion. Takes him out the game with one shot, and potentially he's got the high caliber. Now, can he get this loader? No, he didn't penetrate, but the Arty does come in. Now he's a one shot. Yes! Takes him out. Now there's only 2 enemies left, the Oho, and the other one's the T34. And we don't know where. There he is. He's off to the left. In fact, he's trying to come over the ridgeline, I think, to get at the SU-101. Now, if we can get into the cap, there's the Oho. Get a shot. Yes, and he's out the game. 343 hit points. That's all he had left. Returning to face the T34. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we bounced it off the rear, but it doesn't matter. They've done it. They've capped out to win. And he gets one last shot in for 370 and bounces around for the T34. Wow, that was some game. Let's have a look at the end of battle state. It's an ace tanker for YoMamas in the Tortoise. He also got a fire for effect, a shell proof, a spotter badge, a duelist, a bruiser medal, and here comes the epic medals. He got the high caliber, he got the highest damage in the game, he got the top gun for getting at least 6 kills, and oh, some of those kills were bonuses right at the end, the Oho and the Lerva, and the steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And of course, he was taking a huge number of hits from the enemy up on that corner. Win 8 for the game, 9,107, a very high Super Unicum standard there. Let's have a look at team scores. There you go. Look at that. High caliber, 5,255 hit points of damage in that game. In monster game. The next highest score was Scorpion G, 3636. Then when it came to kills, he got 6. The next highest score was the Lerva. He only got 5. And when it came to base XP, he managed 1,565. The next highest score was Skoda T50, 931. And the 212A got 756. He fired 29 rounds in that game. He got 21 direct hits and 17 penetrations. Did damage of 5,255 hit points, of which 1,467 were more than 300 meters. He received 13 hits from the enemy during that game, 2 of which were penetrations, 9 non-penetrations. I think those penetrations actually came from the 110. And he blocked, he also 4 hits as a result of splash damage from the M53-55. He blocked damage of 3,210 hit points during that game, spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did damage assistance of 2,714 hit points. He also managed to get 10 capture points while he was in the cap. On the credits side, he won 81,194 credits. And because he used mostly standard ammo throughout that game, he actually ended up with 21,317 credits to take away. He received 3 bonds for getting the high caliber top gun and steel wall, and 2,347 XP, multiplied again by the personal reserves bonus, took away 4,695 altogether. What a fantastic round there by YoMamas and the Tortoise. Just goes to show, if you play it like an assault tank, the lead tank, you really can push the enemy out the way and get at the place you want to be, which is in the cap. And what a fantastic shot then to get the M53-55 when he was on the move, then to take out the Lerva, then to take out the Oho. If only he could have killed that T-34 right at the end, he would have completed the victory and capped out altogether at the same time, but it just wasn't meant to be. But it was a fantastic game all the same. So well done, YoMamas. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.